Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Robinson here again. We are going to continue our studies for grade 7 with this show dedicated to a very nice young man, Mr. Rendon. His topic is going to be finding the probabilities of compound events. So we're going to get right into it. Not going to delay with commercials. So 6.4 is this lesson we're going to be dealing with. And the finding the probabilities of compound events. Now, I teach my students not to play probability. Some people say gambling, but it's in mathematics we say probability, playing the percentages. It comes to mind, good movie we made a long time ago. And when we're talking about compound events, we're talking about doing more than one item at a time, or more than one event, or more than one activity at a time. So compound events consist of 2 or more events. So it's not easy. So here's something you should know. When you're trying to find the probability, P stands for probability of these 2 independent events, you got to multiply the probability of the first event times the probability of the second event. So those 2 things that you're doing. So, and if you're doing more than 2 things, you got to multiply all of those different items or activities that you're doing. So what do we got? Okay, there's a formula you should know for the probability of whatever event that you're doing. It's the number of ways you win over the total possible outcomes. So now we know probability is a fraction, decimal, or percent from 0 to 1. So you could expect any one of those types of numbers. Here I got a fraction, no setup, which is usually what I like to use, but you can change that to one of the other units if you desire. So number line is something you should know about the possibilities that usually occur. It could be 0 probability, impossible, 25% unlikely, equally likely, 50-50 you might have heard. That's 50%, 50%, 1/2 is a fraction for that. Likely, which is probable, 75%. You have a pretty good likely chance of it happening. And certain, which is the sure thing, where the fix is in and you will not lose. You are guaranteed 100% that you will win. So those are the items that you should get to know and get familiar with in probability. So our goal is to be able to calculate compound probability events using this formula. Okay? So that's our goal. So here we go. Here's our first example. What are the chances of rolling a 6 on a cube with one roll? Here's my cube down there. I just rolled it. Hey, I got lucky. I got a 6 on my first roll. So let me try that one more time. Oh, I didn't get lucky that time. I got a 4. Hey, I got a 4 again. I got a 4 again. Something's wrong with this dice cube, Dr. Rob. Oh, I got a 3. I didn't get a 6 in a while. Let me try one more time. No, I got a 2. So I'm looking for the probability of rolling a 6 in one roll. Well, I got lucky on my first roll, whereas I did get a 6. But if I wanted the probability of a 6, there is only one of those 6s on the cube out of a total of 6 different numbers. So the probability for me to win, I got to get a 6 to win. However, if you take note, I could get some of those other numbers like I just saw a minute ago. I could get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's where the 6 denominator comes from. So my chances of winning are 1 out of 6. And if you multiply that by the magic number of 100 to change a fraction to a percent, I believe you get 16.6 repeating percent. That's not too good of a possibility of winning. So 1/6 or 16.66666 repeating decimal. So it's a very, very low or most likely improbable chance of winning. So that's just with one cube. What if you got two cubes? Now we got to really compound our probability because I got a purple cube here and a white cube again. And this time we want a 6 on both cubes in one row. So that means I got to spin him and spin him. I got 3s, but I need a 6. Wait a minute, Dr. Rob. Let me see what's the probability of doing this on both. I remember on my purple dice cube, I use this color. When I rolled, probability was 1/6 of getting a 6. But here is now where I have a white dice cube and I got to roll a 6 on that. And the probability is still the same on the white dice cube. And they're just two different dice cubes and they're independent of each other. So this 1/6 has nothing to do with the other 1/6. We're interested in what's called the compound probability. I'll use a little set notation. That little U upside down is an symbol. So 6 and a 6. So I want both of those. Well, wait a minute. I got to multiply the compound probabilities because I'm doing more than one thing. 1/6 times 1/6. I got to multiply that. 1 times 1, if you remember how to multiply fractions, is 1. 6 times 6 is 36. So I got a 1 out of 36 chance of getting 2 6s? Yeah, that's right, Dr. Rob. It is not easy to do that. So let me just get my calculator and type 1/6 times 100. Let's see. I'm sorry, 136 times 100 and whoa, 2.7% chance of getting that. That's like 3% chance of winning. That's not good odds. I don't think you should play probability because the chances of you doing that is not easy. So you got a 3% chance of doing that. So I hope you understand what's going on because when we're in class, we're going to be rolling those dice cubes to see who's going to get lucky. But it's really good luck you're going to really need, especially in that dice game. So if you're unsure what's going on, rewatch the video, write down your questions, and bring them in. And here's a New York State test question for you. So let's see. Number 16, I got from one of the state tests. There it is in Espanol. So I'm having a hard time reading it. Oh, here it is in English. Which event is most likely to occur? Flipping a coin, choosing marbles out of a bag, rolling a fair dice cube, which faces number 1 to 6, landing on a number less than 6. Hey, number less than 6, huh? All right. Spinning an arrow on a spinner with 4 equal sectors or sections labeled 1 to 4, and the arrow landing on the number greater than 1. So we got to find the probability of each one of those and figure out which has the most likely or the best or highest probability. Well, let me do 1 or 2 out of them. So I got a coin. And we know on a coin it has heads or tails. And they say it right there, heads or tails. And the coin landing on tails. So we want the probability of a tail. Well, the probability of a tail would be just one tail out of 2 different sides is 1/2. And I'm going to multiply that by 100 times 100. And that'll give me 50%. Oh, that's that 50-50 that we were talking about. So 50% is flipping the coin. Well, then we're going to be playing with marbles. And we want We have 9 blue, and let me underline with blue, and 1 red, or pick white, 1 red marble. That's a total of 10 marbles so far. And they want to choose one of those marbles out of the bag, and that one is the red one they want to choose. So the probability of a red marble. Well, there's only 1 red marble out of all 10 of them in the bag. If I multiply that fraction 1/10 by the magic number 100, I will get 10%. Well, that's not going to be the best. It looks like it may be the worst, but there are 2 more. We have to find the probability of those 2. So I'm going to leave you to figure out what are the probabilities of those and see which one will be the best. So that's a good question from the state test. And there it is, my regular check your understanding page. Hopefully you're understanding what's going on with probability, because it's not easy to play. I try to discourage everybody from playing because you don't win most of the time. Here's another good question about probability. So check it out. I have it in Espanol, so you may pause the video to read it and see which one of these teams uh, will be the least likely. So we talked about the most likely. Now we're talking about the least likely. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? That's the end of our show. Really? That was quick, Dr. Rob. I was having so much fun. So, if you need help with your homework, there's Dial a Teacher Homework Helpline at 212-777-3380. And they will help you out. They're very, very helpful people. Give them a call Monday to Thursday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Don't forget to watch our channel on YouTube. My channel name is Dan Robinson, PKMS, Peekskill Middle School. Subscribe to our channel. Let us know how we're doing by writing us a comment. I do write you back. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, though. Hey, now on video, PKMS Math Prep 22. See what we did this year. You can tweet me at DRobMath1. If you would like a worksheet on the topic we just studied, write me at drobinson@peekskillschools.org. Hey, there's a little snippet of Math Prep 22, the game show. Check it out. It's on YouTube right now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, Finding the Probabilities of Compound Events with Mr. Rendon. So I'll see you in class. That's it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Rob signing off. Bye-bye.